And this Sunday marks 100 days in office for Republican Colorado Congressman Gabe Evans. In November, voters elected Evans to Congress, representing the state's 8th congressional district, and he's been busy.
It's now been just about 6 months since the election, when Colorado had one of the closest and most expensive U.S. House races in the country.
You're Gabe Evans, a Republican who ran with Donald Trump on the Trump agenda. You just barely won.
Colorado's 8th district with Gabe Evans, a freshman Republican, Hispanic, former police officer. That is the crux of the battle for the House.
Gabe Evans from Colorado's 8th congressional district, and I was a police officer in the Denver metro area for over a decade. In fact, today I'm still wearing my police boots. They're on their 3rd set of soles, because that is what keeps me grounded and reminds me why I'm here.
Freshman Congressman Gabe Evans, who represents Colorado's 8th district, is announcing the first piece of legislation he plans to introduce.
The Uplift Act will push back against Colorado's sanctuary state policies, supports local police, and helps keep dangerous criminals off the street.
Freshman Republican Gabe Evans, who absolutely annihilated the sanctuary city mayor from Denver.
One of our state's newest members to Congress is back in Colorado. U.S. Representative Gabe Evans touring different energy production sites in northern Colorado.
Really just making sure that I got that boots on the ground perspective of all of the different forms that are generating the energy that we need.
Colorado Congressman Gabe Evans is leading a bipartisan effort to close a loophole in Medicaid that he says is leading to identity theft.
He has introduced a bill that would require states to regularly check Social Security files for deceased doctors whose Medicaid or Medicare ID numbers are still being used to bill for services.
Now Colorado's Republican congressional delegation is asking Governor Jared Polis to veto a bill restricting the purchase of semi-automatic weapons in our state.
Representatives Jeff Crank, Lauren Boebert, Jeff Hurd, and Gabe Evans sent a letter to Governor Polis. The lawmakers go on to say signing this would create numerous barriers to Coloradans exercising their right to bear arms and do nothing for public safety.
As a former police officer for over a decade in Colorado, my #1 goal every day was to protect my community from harm. And in my current role in Congress, public safety is still my biggest priority.
Being able to focus again on those issues that unite us rather than divide us.
12 years in the Army, another 10 years in law enforcement. That was the motivation that led me into politics. And so for the first 3 months that I've been in Congress, I've just really been excited to continue the work that I was doing as a cop and a soldier.
Making sure that the cost of living goes down, making sure that we have safe communities, making sure that we're getting drug dealers out of our communities. These are all big wins that we've been able to deliver.